Welcome to video lesson students. Today's topic is real numbers, the first chapter in ninth mathematics. Real numbers. Real numbers are the numbers. You know, in mathematics, without numbers, we can't do even a single problem. So, max deal with numbers. So, you might be knowing what are the numbers. You know all the numbers. See here, these are all the numbers, the negative numbers, the positive numbers, and the zero. These are all the numbers. So at what point they will start and at what point they will end, we don't know. The numbers are infinite. So we classify all these numbers. Let us see the classification. So the numbers which start from 1 are natural numbers. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These numbers are all come under natural numbers. So the least number, the small number in natural numbers is 1. And the natural numbers are denoted with the alphabet N. And the numbers which start from 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these numbers comes under whole numbers. So the whole numbers will start from the digit 0. So the whole numbers are denoted with an alphabet W. And the all numbers, like these are all negative numbers and these are all positive numbers. And we say the 0 is neither a negative nor a positive. So all these numbers are integers. What are these numbers called? They are integers. So the integers are denoted with the alphabet Z. Z. And when you see the numbers, so these numbers will lie on the number line. So this -2, -3, in between there will be some numbers which will be denoted in the form of a decimal form or a fractional form, like P by Q form or a decimal form. Such numbers are all rational numbers. So the rational numbers which will be denoted in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, like 1 by 2, like negative fraction, that is -3 by 4, all these numbers we call them as rational numbers. So the rational numbers are denoted with an alphabet Q. And other than these numbers, there are some numbers which not come under this category, but they are also real numbers. So these numbers are irrational numbers. So the irrational numbers which will also be denoted in the form of a P by Q, where Q will see this Q cannot be 0, and they cannot be, these irrational numbers are cannot be denoted in the form of P by Q. These irrational numbers are not terminating and not recurring also. So these numbers are not periodic. Like when you take the root 2 or root 3, there is no final value for this. So the numbers which are not repeating or recurring or periodic, these are all numbers are irrational numbers. So the irrational numbers are denoted in the form of Q dash. So let us denote all these numbers in the form of a Venn diagram. See here. So these are all the family of numbers. The family of real numbers are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. So these are all come under real numbers. So when you take the natural numbers will start from a digit 1, and the whole numbers are the numbers which start from 0. So natural numbers are the subsets of whole numbers. So natural numbers begin from 1 whereas the whole numbers begin from 0. Therefore, natural numbers will be in whole numbers, and whole numbers are in integers. So you know what are the integers? Integers are negative numbers, positive numbers, and the 0. The whole family are integers. So naturally, the natural numbers, whole numbers will come under integers. And this rational numbers are, in these rational numbers, we can include whole numbers, natural numbers, and integers. So finally, we can say that this natural numbers is a subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers is again subset of integers, and integers are also again a subset of rational numbers. So these are all, and these are irrational numbers which does not come under this set, but even we can call these irrational numbers as the family of real numbers, but these two are not come under each. There will be no, these two sets are disjoint sets. There cannot be any union between these two sets. So naturally, the natural numbers are the subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers are the subset of integers. Integers are the subset of rational numbers, and whereas the irrational numbers are separate. But we can say these irrational numbers are also come under real numbers. So this is the Venn diagram description regarding real numbers. Now let us see how to show the fraction. This is the rational number 5 by 3 and minus 5 by 3 on a number line. You know how to represent natural numbers on number line, whole numbers on a number line, integers on a number line, and all these all you know. Now this is the fractional number. How to represent this fractional number on a number line? Let us see how we'll represent it. See here, this is a number line, and so these are the 0. See, the numbers will start from 0. 0 is neither a negative nor a positive integer. So I have taken the denominator commonly as 3. See, these are all like fractions. 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. So 3 by 3 is nothing but 1. Minus 3 by 3 is nothing but minus 1. So I have divided this 0 to 1 as 3 equal parts. See here, this is one part, this is one part, and this is one part. So I have divided 0 to 1 as 3 equal parts. So each equal part I have mentioned like 1 by 3. This is second part, that is 2 by 3. This is third part, that is 3 by 3. So 3 by 3 is nothing but 1. And again, I have to divide this 1 and 2 as 3 equal parts. Again, 3 by 3 over, next 4 by 3, next 5 by 3. Again, when you move on to the left side, this is a negative. So this is minus 1 by 3, and this is minus 2 by 3. This is minus 3 by 3, this is minus 1, and this is minus 4 by 3, this is minus 5 by 3. So this is minus 3 by 3 is nothing but, here it is minus 1, this is not plus 1. This is minus 1, minus 3 by 3, this is minus 1. And when I have divided this 0 to minus 1 into 3 equal parts. So here we'll get somewhere, here we'll get minus 5 by 3. So I have denoted this minus 5 by 3 and 5 by 3 on number line. See here, on a number line. Like this you have to show. Next one. Insert 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. You know, between 1 and 2, we have to insert 5 rational numbers. You know, the numbers on 1 and 2 which are on number line. So there is a number between 1 and 2. A fractional number is there between 1 and 2. So how we'll find out that number? Means you have to take an average. like 1 plus 2 by 2, like this. When you add 1 plus 2 and divide it with 2, you will get 3 by 2. So naturally the 3 by 2 will be the in-between number between 1 and 2. So when you want to find out what is the number between 3 by 2 and 2, for that case you have to again add 3 by 2 plus 2. Again you take an average. So when you, this is 2, here it is 1. When you multiply these two, 2 into 1, you'll get 2 here. When you cross multiply, you'll get 4 here. When you again here, when you cross multiply, you'll get 3 here. So this is 3 plus 4 by 2. This is 7. This 2 and this 2 will multiply together. You'll get 7 by 4. So the 7 by 4 is the fractional number which comes between 3 by 2 and 2. And we'll find out what is the number between 1 and 3 by 2. For that you have to take an average again, that is 1 plus 3 by 2 by 2. So when you add these two fractions, you'll get, how much you'll get? This one is, the denominator is 2. When you cross multiply, you'll get 2 here. When you cross multiply, you'll get 3 here. And this 2 and this 2 will multiply together, you'll get 4 here. See. So 3 plus 2, that is 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 is the fractional number which lies between 3 by 2 and 1. So what is the another number which lies between the 7 by 4 and 2? So for that again you have to take an average, 7 by 4 plus 2 again by 2. So 4 into 1, that is 4. When you cross multiply, you'll get 8 here. This is 7. When you add these two numbers, you'll get 15. When you multiply these two numbers, you'll get 8. So 15 by 8. So this I'll show you here in a simple way. See here. This is a number line. 1, 2 are there on the number line. In between these two numbers, we have to create 5 rational numbers. So we have to insert how many numbers? 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. This is the work we have done. So these numbers, where they lie, I'll show you in a diagrammatic representation. See here, between 1 and 2, there is 3 by 2. So when you take an average for these two numbers, you will get 3 by 2. When you take average for these two numbers, when you take average for 3 by 2 and 2, what you should get? You should get 7 by 4. You'll get 7 by 4? Yes, right. So the 7 by 4 will lie between 3 by 2 and 2. And one more number we will find. That is the number between 3 by 2 and 1. So the fractional number between 1 and 3 by 2. For that, what you have done, you have taken an average. So what you got the answer, that is 5 by 4. So this is 5 by 4. Again, this is 1, 2, 3 we inserted. And one more we'll insert. See here, 7 by 4 plus again 2. You'll get, how much you got? It is 15 by 8. So this is 15 by 8. So how many numbers you have inserted? 4 numbers you have inserted. So this, the fifth one you do on your own. You can insert anywhere. You can insert in between, like this also, like this also, like here also, anywhere you can insert. So for that, what you have to do? You have to take an average. So if you want to insert here, you have to take an average between 1 and 5 by 4. If you want to insert a number in between here, you have to take 3 by 2 and 7 by 4 average. So this is very important problem in 9th class. Express this 3.127 bar and 0.36 bar in P by Q form. So these two are rational numbers. So rational numbers can be written in the form of a P by Q, whereas irrational numbers cannot be written in the form of a P by Q. That you have to remember every time. So rational numbers can be written in the form of P by Q. So rational numbers can be written in the form of fractional form where q cannot be equal to 0. So definitely these two are rational form, rational numbers, and these are represented in decimal form. We'll change this decimal representation into fractional representation. So we have changed it. See here, here I have taken two models. See here in this problem, the bar is there on 7. Here the bar is there on 3, 6. So why we kept bar like this? By this we can understand that 7 will be recurring. Recurring means this number is not terminating. So the 7 will come again and again. There is no end for that. So you cannot write all 7s, no? That's why we'll cut here and we just kept a bar. By this recognition, you can understand that 7 will be repeating always. So I have taken x as the same thing. Here, the bar is there on 7 only. There is no bar on 1, 2. On 7 only, the bar is there. So for that, for changing this one in P by Q, we have to, after a point, how many digits are there? 3 digits are there. So 3 digits, 3 zeros number is 1000. So first you have to multiply this x with 1000. So when you multiply this x with 1000 on LHS and RHS, the point will move to 3 digits, right? So the point will come and place here in this position after 3 digits. So the point will place here, that is, this can be read as the 3127.777 and all. So the numbers after a point on 2 digits, there is no bar here. See, observe carefully. There is no bar on 1, 2. So 1, 2 means how many zeros? 2 zeros. 2 zeros means 100. So again, you have to multiply this x with 100. When you multiply with 100, the point will move to 2 digits. So the point will place here in this position after 2 digits. So you will get 312.7777 and odd. So when you subtract these two, see here, when you subtract these two will get cancelled, and you will get, when you subtract, you will get an answer as like this. 1000 minus 100, you will get 900. So when you bring this 900 to the other side, this can be written in a fractional form. This is a P by Q form. And we'll see one more problem. This is bar is there on 3, 6. So in this problem, the 3, 6 will be repeated like this. So 3, 6 means how many digits? 2 digits, means 2 zeros. So when you multiply x with 100, the point will move to 2 digits. So here 36.363636 again. So when you subtract x from 100, so what is the x value? It is 0.3636 and odd. When you subtract, so when you subtract x from 100, you will get 99x. And when you subtract this, these two will get cancelled like this. These two will get cancelled. 36 minus 0, you will get 36. So the x value is, when you bring 99 to other side, the x value is 36 by 99. This is P by Q form. So what we have changed? We have changed a decimal number in the form of P by Q. Observe the denominator, here it is 900 and here it is 99. So when you observe carefully, the denominator is not a 0. So this is a rational number. We have changed into a P by Q form. This is all about the first exercise in first chapter of 9th Maths. So prepare carefully, work out. This is about the first session. Thank you.